People often ask the question, is the American dream dead? I believe the moment we stop dreaming, we might as well be. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, the creator of American Dream TV, a national TV show centered around real estate, lifestyle, and culture. A real show showing you real neighborhoods from real professionals. Today, we're going to take you all across the country, showing you why we live in the greatest country on the planet. Let's get this show started right now.
From coast to coast, it's not just about houses. It's about how people live, work, and dream. These streets hold stories. These homes hold hope. And the people, they're the heartbeat of something bigger. This isn't just real estate. This is the real America. One neighborhood at a time. Welcome to your neighborhood. Welcome to the American Dream.
Hey everyone, I'm Gabriela Fletcher and you're watching Selling Nashville on the American Dream TV. We're rolling through the Music City and beyond to show you just places that locals love, the food worth stopping for, and just the homes that makes this lifestyle possible. So let's hit the road. Let's go check it out. All right, so now this is one of those places that if you know, you kind of know. So we're downtown Leapers Fork, and tucked behind an assumable secret door is what we call the Tornado Room. It is actually a speakeasy, and it doesn't need a door to get the attention. Let's go check it out.
And we're gonna let you in on the secret, the door with no sign.
The Tornado Room. All right, so we're here with Johnny. He's actually the owner of the Country Boy and the Tornado Room. So just wanted to interview you and just kind of get a backdrop of what the story is behind all of this and how it all came about.
Yeah, well, thank you guys for being here. And you know, the Country Boy's been here since 1968. It was opened. When I bought this building, it was completely shut down. And so my dream was to buy the Country Boy, open it back up as a original Country Boy upstairs. The Country Boy is really just a hole-in-the-wall diner. You know, it's old. There's been a lot of cool people come through and eat with us. So once I got the Country Boy back open, I thought, what are we going to do downstairs with the old dirty basement? So what I try to do is say, hey, let's have everything from a Coors Light to a Pappy, right? And everything in between.
Love that.
Yeah, that way when you come in, you know, with your husband or your boyfriend or girlfriend, you can both enjoy the experience.
So all of this, what I'm noticing is that you have a lot of local stuff, and I love that you help and support the local people.
Right. Well, Leapers Fork is like a small town. I grew up in a small town in Oklahoma, about 5,000 people. So we definitely try to support our local neighbors and friends. It's kind of cool because Leapers Fork kind of needed something that was a little more bougie probably on the down low. And we didn't really create this to be a speakeasy, but once we got it kind of open, we were trying to figure out what we were going to call it. And, you know, me and one of my buddies was talking about, me and Aubrey were talking, and he said, you know, people have been hiding from tornadoes around here for 30, 40 years. That's where we used to
This was the shelter,
This
right?
was the tornado
locals.
shelter, exactly. So, you know, we decided to call it the Tornado Room because that's where people have been sheltering for years and years and years, right?
So what time, Johnny, is it that people can come down here and enjoy the Tornado Room?
Yeah, the Tornado Room's open from 5 to midnight, Thursday, Friday, Saturday evenings. And we also have live music, 2 sets each night, one from about 5 to about 8:30 and then 8:30 to 11:30. And so we have some great performers that come down, up and comers, some beautiful people down here performing for us.
All right, guys, how cool is that Tornado Room? Now let's go upstairs to check out the Country Boy. Let's go check it out. So tell us about the Country Boy. What's the story on this? I know there's a lot of history and it's rooted in Leiper's Fork.
Well, the Country Boy's been open since 1968, so it's a very old restaurant. It was completely shut down about 3.5 years ago, and I bought the building, and my dream is to reopen the Country Boy back up as the original Country Boy. So bringing back Southern hospitality, Southern food, kind of like being at your grandmother's house. It was very Southern hospitable. Building that community, it's always fun to be in here because this table over here knows this table, and they're talking to each other. There's a lot of interaction here at the Country Boy.
And I noticed that a lot of the locals that were coming in, they were known by their names too, which is kind of a cool part. It's like the cheers, you know, like everybody knows you by your name, and I love that about that.
Yeah, it's a cool spot out here. I grew up in a small town in Anadarko, Oklahoma. It reminds me of that town, only 5,000 people, so we knew everything that was going on in town. You know, it's always fun to have good neighbors that you can just stop and say hello to, or stop by and have a cup of coffee with them. That's really just not even planned.
How cool is this though, right guys? And thank you, Johnny, for everything. Thank you for just having us, and we just appreciate everything you did for us today.
Awesome.
So nice to meet you.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys.
Now that we've shown you fun things to do in Franklin, we're going to show you 1227 Habersham Way. This home features 4 large bedrooms with 2 huge bonus rooms and huge walk-in closets. It's located in McKay's Mill. With thoughtfully designed interiors, features spacious living areas filled with natural light. The kitchen serves as the heart of the home, beautifully appointed and ready for everything from quiet mornings to lively gatherings. Generous bedrooms provide comfort and privacy, while the primary suite offers a true retreat with a spa-like bath and serene ambiance. And who doesn't love cozying up to a nice warm fire? You've got your gas fireplace right here.
Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm your host, Gabriela Fletcher with American Dream TV. Till next time.
Welcome to the American Dream. I'm Bessie Whiteside, your local Knoxville host. So today we're in a little area called Fountain City, Tennessee. Fountain City is known for its tree-lined streets, cute little renovated bungalows, and it has such a historic charm. Y'all, today we are at the Fountain City Duck Pond. Built in 1939, this heart-shaped landmark is just such a great place to come out and read a book. Our families love to have picnics. Now, me personally, I love to run it. It's so cool. It connects with the Fountain City Park, and it's just a great place to be outdoors. You cannot come to Fountain City unless you eat at Litton's. Now, located in the heart of Fountain City, this restaurant has been nationally acclaimed. It's been in Southern Living and episodes of ESPN. It's not just a restaurant, it's a Knoxville institution. Now, y'all, let's face it, everybody loves a good cheeseburger and french fries. And Litton's, they take it to the whole next level. Now, when they take freshly ground beef daily, homemade buns, and you pair that with crispy french fries and eat it smack your mama good. Today I'm here with Eric Litton, 4th generation owner and manager here at Litton's Restaurant in Fountain City, Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. We've been in business here since 1946. So I am a 4th generation. My great-grandfather started the business about 5 miles from here, but we've currently been here where we are since 1980. So my great-grandfather started the business in 1946 as a grocery store. So yeah, we've been in business here for over 80 years now, staying busy.
As a child growing up here, what was your favorite memory? Have to know.
Favorite memory? I don't know. It's a lot of work. You know, as a child, it started out as fun, you know. Washing dishes and all those things were fun. Of course, I got to do a lot of sampling of the desserts, the sugar cookies, the cheeseburgers. So, as a child, it's a little different. As you get a little older, it becomes a little more like work, but, it's a passion. It's what I've grown up doing. It's in our DNA. There's a lot of fond memories and stuff, being here so long, or as long as we have been. So, currently now, just keep it going. So it still is fun, but it's a lot of work.
Now, as a child, was your first word French fry or cheeseburger?
French fry, probably work. That's what I learned as a kid, was work. But yeah, obviously burger, been a traditional, staple here, making those. My father started out, actually just had ground beef, weren't really doing hamburgers. He started out the little deli and started frying up hamburgers in an electric skillet.
It's so cool.
And the electric skillet didn't even have 4 full legs, so it would waddle. It only had 3 legs. So ironically, business grew from an electric skillet to now a gas charbroiler that we have now. So
what's your favorite burger? What's your favorite?
Favorite burger. So I like them all. Probably our chili burger, which is just a basic hamburger, our 8-ounce hamburger on our nice big homemade bun. It's got cheddar cheese, and then you can get it with lettuce, tomato, and onion on the side. The chili comes on the side, but it's got a big whole jalapeno on it.
Yum.
And then with a large heaping of onion rings or French fries with that, but they're all good.
All right, one more question. Gotta ask. Can I put my picture on the wall?
Sure. Yeah, we've got all kinds of people's on the wall. Everybody's welcome, and you're welcome to put your picture on the wall as well too.
All right, well, I wanted to thank you so much for your time, and thank you for letting me do this. And guys, Litton's, it is truly the American dream.
When most people think about Gatlinburg, they think about mountain views and family fun, but tucked beneath the surface is a whole different experience. Hi, I'm your host, Jody Spangler with American Dream TV, and today I am taking you to one of Gatlinburg's best kept secrets, a true speakeasy with crafted cocktails, elevated bites, and an unforgettable atmosphere. Let's head inside. I'm here today with Brooklyn Steinway, the Director of Business Development at England Hospitality, and we're here today at Alibi. Brooklyn, living in such a highly visited tourist area, was Alibi designed for local residents, visitors, or a little of both?
That's a great question, and I think that the short answer is both. The Smoky Mountain National Park is the most visited national park in the country. In 2020 and 21, it was actually the most visited tourist destination in the entire world. When you have a business that is cocktail forward like we are really a bar first and foremost. Each drink has to take the guest on a journey. It's not enough just to make a pretty cocktail taste good. Our roots go back to the Prohibition era speakeasies that were made illegal by the ratification of the 18th Amendment right around 1920. Few people that visit us understand how important that is to American history, not just with cocktail culture, but with American history.
As the curator of the cocktail program here at Alibi, where do you usually start when you're creating a cocktail menu for a space like this?
So it all starts with the brand. What is it that the business is trying to be? So when you look at Prohibition, that being our brand and our story, you start to look at the main characters within that story. We have over 30 different craft cocktail offerings, including some of the boozy Prohibition era classics, over 200 whiskey offerings, bourbon, whiskey, rye, and scotch, and then we have a gorgeous champagne and old world wine selection. But the one drink that defines Alibi that people literally come here for is the Capone Old Fashioned.
In addition to the elevated cocktail menu, you also offer some elevated bites. Tell me how those complement the beverage program.
Absolutely. Although our beverage program is quite large in comparison to our food program, we wanted to offer a little bit of elevated nosh just to make sure that people don't leave with an empty stomach. We are the only place in Sevier County offering an amazing caviar program. We also offer a flight with our bourbon program where we pair with the fruit-based caviar. Fish eggs aren't everyone's jam, and we recognize that. So even if you wanted to have a little bit of fun and taste some bourbons paired with some fruit caviar, you have that option available. But the most standout item on our food list is definitely our Flaming Reveal charcuterie box. It pairs beautifully with our old world wines and our champagne, and it comes in this lovely box, which Ridge is going to go ahead and do the Flaming Reveal part. We love to light things on fire at Alibi. Here you have a selection of curated cheeses and artisan cured meats and a little accoutrement, and it is an absolute delight to have with a beautiful glass of Italian red.
An absolutely beautiful presentation. Brooklyn, thank you so much for sharing what makes Alibi such a unique experience here in Gatlinburg. From the curated cocktails to the elevated bites, there's something here for everybody. If you enjoyed our visit to Alibi, wait till you see what Highland Condos has to offer. Completed in 2024, Highland Condos is a great example of how the Smokies continue to grow and evolve after the 2016 wildfires. This is one of just 3 penthouse units offering elevated living right here in the heart of Gatlinburg. As soon as you walk in, the lobby sets the tone, warm, welcoming, and thoughtfully designed with the upscale mountain feel. The 9-foot floor-to-ceiling windows take full advantage of the Smoky Mountain views as well as the lights of Gatlinburg at night. The investors took inspiration from Jackson Hole, combining the elevated mountain style with the great Smoky Mountain views. This kind of view never gets old. After nearly 30 years in the Smokies, it's easy to see why Gatlinburg isn't just a place to visit, it's a place to call home. Thank you for joining me today. We'll see you next time.
Hey there, I'm Jules Parker and I am the host of the American Dream, Chattanooga, the scenic city. Well, here we are in the South Broad District of downtown Chattanooga. This area encompasses 450 acres that used to be the center of industry back at the turn of the century. So having this area chosen now for revitalization is pretty exciting. And as a realtor, I can't wait to see all of the impact and the changes that are going to happen to this real estate market. So let's go find out some more. We're here today with Dan Kopp with the Chattanooga Lookouts. You're the Vice President of Marketing.
Yes, thanks for having me. How great is this view?
It's really good. You can see the interstate going by. That's really neat. I love it. Lookout Mountain.
Yeah, for the first time in history, you can see Lookout Mountain at a Chattanooga Lookouts game.
For the people that aren't from Chattanooga, can you tell them what Major League Baseball team the Lookouts is affiliated with?
Yeah, so we're affiliated with the Cincinnati Reds, really, not that far up the road.
Well, this stadium has been referred to as the most amazing multi-use venue. Tell me what that means.
Yeah, so this is one of the most unique minor league baseball stadiums. We have buildings from 1882 and 1936.
Wow.
And it's not gonna be about baseball either. We're gonna be able to host weddings, concerts, I know. Yeah, if you know anyone who wants to have a wedding, you can do it in our Coca-Cola pattern shop. We're gonna have space for over 1,000 people up there. And we just have so many really cool spaces. We're actually standing on top of the Kubota Club right now, which is also a unique event space.
So opening day is coming up and I have one of the hottest tickets in town. Tell me, I'm gonna be here for the opening game. Tell me, what do you have in store for us?
Opening day is gonna be great. We're actually sold out of opening day tickets, which is just fantastic. We do have, so we're gonna be in town the whole week, so please make that Wednesday your opening day.
Okay.
Make that Thursday. We have fireworks that Thursday and Friday.
Wow.
So if you wanna come out that week, we just have so many great things.
Well, Dan, my family and I love coming to the Lookouts games, but one of my favorite days of the year is when Chattanooga businessmen and women get to leave the office and come down here together to celebrate being a part of Chattanooga and having a minor league baseball team. What do you guys have in store for us this year?
Yeah, so stay tuned to our promotional schedule to see if we have a nice businessman special game. But we really do have some great, every day you can bring your business out, not just for baseball games, but on non-game days. We're gonna be open all year round.
Located next to Erlanger Hospital, there's a 28-bedroom, 42,000 square foot house that Love built. I'm going to take you on a tour of the Ronald McDonald House, and you'll get to meet some hometown heroes that take care of families with critically ill and injured children. Okay, here we are at the Ronald McDonald House in Chattanooga, and this is Miss Tiffany Commons, our Chief Operating Officer.
Yes, absolutely. So welcome to the Ronald McDonald House. We just celebrated 35 years.
35 years.
35 years, Jules. And so you're standing here in the core nucleus of the house. This is where all the families gather. We greet them at our front door, welcome them in our welcome area. We meet with them, see what their needs are, assess their situation, and then get them a place to stay while their child is sick across the street at the hospital.
So who gets to stay here?
So anyone that has a child birth to 21 years of age that has a child that's sick. And so this is really family. This is family-centered care. And so we're all about helping that family navigate what's going on in their child's journey. So the child is being taken care of at the hospital, but we're trying to make sure that family has what they need so they can be the best version of themselves for their child. So we opened November 18th, 1990, but there's so many more amenities here. We want a family when they check in to, of course, have everything they need for their sick child. So whether it's a hot meal, whether it's snacks, breakfast, lunch, we have nice bedrooms, very comfortable beds. We have a national partnership with Tempur-Pedic. And so all of our mattresses are top of the lines. We want them to have a good night's sleep and be whatever they need to be for their child. And so we try to think of all those things.
You know, at RE/MAX Properties, we're always thinking about the community and the families that we help move into homes.
Absolutely.
So what is something that we could do to help?
It's a good question. There are so many opportunities, but what I would think first, as far as a group like that, you can come and cook a meal for our family. So every night we have the Adopt a Meal program. You can come in and cook a meal. That's very easy, provides great teamwork for your team at RE/MAX, and so that's an opportunity. You could volunteer individually. We have different volunteer spots. They can donate money, of course. They can get involved in our events. We have about 4 fundraising events a year, and so they can volunteer in an event. If they just want to come out and have a good time for a few hours, we can provide that opportunity to them.
That sounds great.
Yes.
Something I think everyone would get on board for.
Absolutely.
Well, Tiffany, thank you so much for what you do for this community, and thank you for your time today.
You are welcome. Thank you for choosing to stop by the Ronald McDonald House here in Chattanooga. We've enjoyed you visiting.
All right. I'm Jules Parker, host of The American Dream in Chattanooga. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.
Hello and welcome to American Dream TV Selling Knoxville. I'm your host, Tanya Price with Vision Properties Group. And today I am so thankful to be able to share Barn of Grace Ministries and Rose Parma, the founder, with you. They are a worldwide nonprofit ministry with a heavy focus in the U.S. and their home base is right here in Tennessee. We're going to be talking about something that is kind of a heavy topic, but we would like to share and help with education. I think it's time that we go have a conversation with Rose Parma and learn more. Tell us about Barn of Grace Ministries and how you got started.
Absolutely. So Barn of Grace Ministries is actually a ministry that works with survivors of abuse and human sex trafficking. And I think understanding the base of what we do will bring me back to the story. Okay. So we provide blessing care packs for survivors that include daily hygiene essentials, faith-building resources, and emergency clothing. We also provide long-term mentorship for their healing journey. When I say that I'm a survivor, I'm actually a survivor of attempted murder. My ex-husband left me in a puddle of blood, slit my neck here, and was banging my head into the concrete, and I was going in and out of consciousness. And I just remember pleading for my life. That night on the hospital bed, I prayed to the Lord that if He would spare my life so that I could really be there for my children to raise the 3 babies that I had at the time, I promised the Lord that I would do all I could to dedicate my life to helping women get out of abusive situations like I was in. got remarried, had more children.
Wonderful husband, I've heard.
Wonderful husband. Yes, my Michael is wonderful. There came a point where the Lord said, okay, it's time. So my husband and I gave up our nursing jobs, got in our RV with our children, and we started to travel across the nation to begin our ministry adventures.
What led you to the state of Tennessee?
Tennessee is the hub of human sex trafficking for the East Coast, specifically Knoxville. I didn't know that when we were on our adventure, but the Lord just kept showing me that there is this white barn, okay, that you will be eventually at, and you're gonna be doing ministry out of this white barn. And he kept showing me this over and over, just in, a dream.
How can the community get involved and support the ministry and people in general?
We host what we call Beauty for Ashes packing events. That's where we gather all the supplies for the Blessing Care Packs, and we get members of the community to come together so that we can pack all the supplies and pray over them. The prayer is literally my favorite part, right? And then what we do is we distribute them out throughout the community. We are specifically focused on what's called Mission 1000. And that's where we are asking the community to link arms with us financially. And we are asking for donors of $50 a month to sponsor the work that we're doing so that we can continue to provide these Blessing Care Packs.
So Rose, what makes Barn of Grace different from other organizations that are helping victims of abuse and trafficking?
One of the things that we really focus on is a long-term mentorship. We don't want them to actually go back into the streets, back to their abuser. So what we focus on with Barn of Grace Ministries is that long-term mentorship. We walk with them on that healing journey. So the bottom line is we are working on breaking generational curses, right? The generational lineage of abuse.
Yes.
We're breaking generations of abuse so that she can actually walk in wholeness. And if she has children, she passes wholeness down to her children instead of brokenness and abuse.
Thank you for coming along today for this episode of American Dream TV. I'm your host again, Tanya Price, and I hope you enjoyed learning about Barn of Grace Ministries. If you would like to learn more and provide support, go to barnofgrace.com, and I hope to see you next time on American Dream TV.
Hello, and welcome to the American Dream. I'm your host, Monica Schaefer, and today we're in Morristown, Tennessee at Lakeway Casa. Right here in our community, they are making a real difference in the lives of children who need it the most. Lakeway Casa has part of a powerful national network of nonprofit organizations across the country. And since its inception, they've helped over 2 million children find safe, permanent homes. This is the American Dream, where we celebrate community, compassion, and the people who make it all possible. Let's get started. Today we are here with Natasha Hager, the Executive Director of Lakeway Casa. Thank you for being with us today, Natasha.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
So, first of all, can you explain what exactly is a CASA and a little bit about your organization?
CASA stands for Court Appointed Special Advocates. The CASA program initiated in 1977 in Seattle, Washington. There was a judge there that felt like he was making very important decisions about children's lives without having all the information. So from there, CASA is now nationwide. We serve 60 of the 95 counties in Tennessee. And our CASA volunteers, they are really the eyes and ears of the court system. The judge will ask us to go out and gather more information. We look into medical records, school records, attendance records. We will gather information from everybody involved and then put that into a fact-based court report and then present that to the judge within the court system so he has more information about that child and that family.
Can you tell me about the need for volunteers in East Tennessee?
I mean, we're a volunteer-based organization. We couldn't do anything without our volunteers. So long term, we would love for every child within the court system to have a CASA. There There are hundreds of children that are in the court system in every county that we serve. So the need is great. Overall, 4 counties, we probably have between 40 and 50 volunteers. So those CASAs each have 1 to 2 cases at a time. So we are not even making a dent in the children that are in the court system. So our biggest needs are volunteers and of course funding to operate. So to be able to get those volunteers, we need help from the community to spread awareness and to share what we do so we can serve more children in our court system.
How can viewers volunteer or support the organization financially?
So as far as volunteering goes, you can reach out to us via our website. You can call our office here or email, and we can get you started on that volunteer application process. As far as supporting us financially, we do get funding from the state of Tennessee, Tennessee Commission on Children and Youth. We do not receive any federal funding. So the funding to operate and serve our volunteers and recruit and train volunteers comes from our community. So we have some grants throughout our community. We have fundraising events. We have donations, and that's really how we get the funding to be able to operate and serve our community. So if you're interested in volunteering or supporting us financially, the best place to start would be at our website, lakewaykasa.org.
So I know something that CASAs do is they help support the child throughout court proceedings. So what is a CASA volunteer's role in those court proceedings?
So CASA is considered a friend of the court. We are a program of the judge. Our CASA volunteers, they are sworn in to be a sworn officer of the court, and they are appointed on different cases. So the judges will typically appoint a CASA volunteer on a case that's more severe or more complicated, or that he would want more information on. So we do have a court order of appointment from that judge, and that gives us the ability to investigate all aspects of the child's life. We're able to pull medical records, we're able to pull school records, we're able to talk to their teachers, different people that are involved in their life. That court order gives us the ability to do so. So once we do all that investigation, we'll put together a fact-based objective court report, and then we will present that back to the judge. So that's pretty much our role as far as in the court system. We're not a caseworker, we're not an attorney. We are the person there that is advocating and making sure that the best interest of the child is heard.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Natasha, for being with us today and sharing more about Lakeway CASA and everything that you all do to help the children in our community find safe and permanent homes. What an incredible conversation with Natasha Hager at Lakeway CASA. Thank you for letting us highlight the work you do every single day, advocating for children and helping them find safe, permanent homes. It truly changes lives and strengthens families right here in our community. It's organizations like Lakeway CASA that reflect the heart of what makes this area so special and reflects the true volunteer spirit in East Tennessee. Thank you for joining us on The American Dream. I'm Monica Schaefer. We'll see you next time.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode of The American Dream TV. We created this show to combat negative media, to show that the American Dream is alive and well by showing you real stories in real neighborhoods. Thank you so much for watching the show, and cheers to your American Dream.